My name is Fred Lynch. I'm the location manager for Goldcrop here in Killavullen. Goldcrop is an assembler of seed. We're situated in Blackwater Valley between Mallow and Fermoy. It's on the site of the former railway station, the Castletown Road Killavullen railway station. It was closed in 1967. After closing, it was purchased and made into a seed station. It's been operating here for the last 55 odd years. As a seed station, we multiply cereal seed, process the three main cereal seeds: barley, wheat and oats. We are the main agents for many of the big varieties which are used both at malting level. Planet would be one of the biggest varieties of spring barley. This certified seed process ensures quality seeds are always available for our customers. The seeds here go back out to our customers, malting companies. They also go for food grade oats, so they would go to porridge oats. Here we sample and test all the harvest grain as it comes in from the combines, from the fields. We test them for a number of parameters: moisture, screenings, bushel weight. We then look for any disease grains. We also test for any weed seeds that may be present. And this is the beginning of the journey for the certified seed. In the main control room of the new Cumbria dryer, it's essential when you do take delivery of cereal seed that it's dried really quickly so that it doesn't spoil. So this is a Cumbria drying system. It has increased our output massively in terms of tons per hour. Cereal seed is very specific. You can only dry at a grain temperature of 42 degrees Celsius, which limits throughput. The seed, having gone into the hopper outside, is conveyed in via this underground conveyor, and it goes into this elevator. And this elevator takes it up, and it starts the cleaning process up above us. And in here we have the main Cumbria cleaner. It's a screen cleaner. First thing we do with the grain when it's coming in from the intake is we clean it. So it goes through two processes here. Over the top of the cleaner is the deawner, and this breaks off any awns which are on the grain, especially for barley. Spring barley would have lots of awns on it. It then travels through from the deawner down into the screen cleaner, and on top there's what's called scalping screens, and this takes out any long straws. They're like sieves. It then goes from the scalping screen decks down to the fine screen decks, or the sand screen decks. And here all the smaller weed seeds are taken out. This was where we take out as much of the debris, straws and weed seeds as possible, and any small or broken grains. Grain is sorted on by size and also by air. This machine is aspirated by a big cyclone fan, and that also sucks off any lighter debris. So having come out of the screen cleaner, the grain then goes into the green silo bin. This is a buffer bin. Behind me are the two dryer towers. We chose to go with two dryer towers because we needed output. If we were to go with a single tower, with a single burner, it would have been 24 metres high. These two towers are at the moment 14 metres high each. There are two 2,500 kilowatt gas burners, Tech Flam fully modulating gas burners. The fact that they're modulating gas burners means that they're very easy to control. Control is everything. When you're drying seed, we can regulate the temperature absolutely to the nearest 0.2 of a degree. Each tower, including the buffer bin, holds 45 tonnes. Depending on moisture, at 18%, drying down to 13.5% moisture, which is what we store the cereal seed at. The output of the towers combined is something approaching 35 tonnes per hour, almost 3 times what any of the older dryers down the yard would have been doing. All the conveyors and elevators are all seed friendly. They do little damage to the seed. There's easy access to the boots of the elevators, whereby we can clean out between varieties. Having been dried over in the dryer, comes in via a main belt conveyor and a cross conveyor, which unloads the grain from the dryer into storage here for winter. Typically spring barley is stored here from when it comes in at harvest in September right through until we start packing it out in January and February for spring sowing. Through the winter and immediately after it comes off the dryer, the store is ventilated. We blow cold air from outside through the grain to stop it spoiling. Cereal seed, when it comes off the dryer, comes off at ambient temperature. We like to try and get it down as far as 10 degrees Celsius to stop spoilage, and any pests that they won't reproduce above 9 degrees Celsius. We fully monitor through probes across the whole heap. We monitor temperature. It's being monitored continually on a computer up in the main office, which has an alarm system if it rises above 18 degrees. We put in the probes immediately after harvest. We're monitoring the temperature 24/7 and switching on the ventilation fans as when needed. and we have bigger ventilation fans outside. They're blown through plastic ducting, which has perforations in it, which allows the air to come up through the heap. And they start at a bigger size and funnel down into a smaller size, which allows the air to come through and come up through the grain. And we blow air in through the grain. Some people who ventilate grain prefer to suck it out. I prefer to blow in cold air and blow the problems out. From the intake outside, which you would have seen where the grain is outloaded from store 6, then comes in the new Cumbria seed line. The first machine that's in this line is the deodor, and again this takes off any awns that are on the barley and specifically tidies up any of the head. Then goes into what's called superfine cleaner, and this superfine cleaner again consists of 3 rows of decks of screens. There's the scalper screens which take out any big debris, and then the finer sand screens at the bottom which take out smaller seeds, and again any broken or cracked grains. Once the seed has gone through this seed cleaner, then goes into the indented cylinders. The indented cylinders segregate the grain into 2 fractions, round and long. This helps to take out other weed seeds and also any grains which are long, which are not fit for germination. Once it's gone through the indented cylinders behind me, it then goes into the green buffer bin here. From this green buffer bin, it then goes into the buffer bin over the seed dresser, which is the blue machine over there. The seed dresser is used to apply generally a fungicide with seed dressing in order to protect the seed and help the seed germinate. Cereal seed, when it comes in, would generally have some level of seed-borne diseases such as fusarium or neck blotch. We apply a specific seed dressing so that these diseases are controlled and the seed germinates better and establishes better when it's going out in the field. It then goes into the green bin overhead. And from here it can either go to the small bagware, which puts it into 50 kilo bags, or else it can go into the big bagware, which puts it into 500 kilo bags. Once they're bagged, they then get taken to the store and await delivery.